Are you worth my eye? So when you don't buy again, asubuhi when unaamka mapema una class ya 7, lazima utengeneze chai ama ukimbie urudi. Those are stresses that you are inviting to yourself. You will not be mentally healthy because now the stresses that you are going through, there are too many, and classwork is waiting for you. There are some of us who have classes maybe sometimes from 7 to almost 7. Those who are doing maybe education, biochem, and then if you happen to do SPED, I don't know how you survive at the same time also. Because you have a minimum of 10 units per semester. Wale mnafanya biko mkoraha hapa, mmekuja starehe. So 6 units in a semester, 6 units, while the SPED ones take up to 12 units in a semester. You have no time for lunch. Those are the stresses that we are talking about. So mentally you are not able to move. So for you to be able to move progressively in your career, which means that you have to be mentally sound, for you to make sound judgment, for you to be able to do anything apart from the issues, the normal issues that we do. We don't normally say that you work hard for whatever, that normally we say that work smart. Don't work hard. Just work smart so that you're able to do what? To achieve whatever that you want to achieve in life. There are some of us who would have entered into a career and you don't want to progress in it. Sometimes what happens in life is that we enter into a career and quite a number of us maybe, if I ask you your first choice is not what you are called here to do. It could be your third choice or your fourth choice, because that's not what you wanted. But the question is, there are people who are smarter than you. That's why they took the top chances and you are never picked. But does that mean that you'll never become what you wanted to be? It does not. That's why we are talking of career progression, and that is why we have what we call job burnout. Job burnout is that I've already worked as a teacher. Every day I will wake up and it's teaching and marking, it becomes very boring. And depending on your personality type, then it will reach a time that there are those people who don't like routine works. If you don't want routine work, then you get bored, you are not motivated to work. So you say in this case, there are two things that you can do. You either resign or there are 3 things that you need to do. You either resign from the job, you either go for a refresher course, or you change your career completely. And sometimes changing your career becomes that you are bit-edged, and then sometimes it does not add value. But sometimes why you have seen some of us, that you have seen even some of the parents who are already parents and they have gone back to school, is because they don't want to get to use that what we are calling the routine one. They are advancing their career so that they get something that is more challenging and more captivating and motivating at the same time. So that is why, in essence, is that once you settle here, don't say that because you have been called to do a course that you didn't want, that in life that is where you will be until you die. In this case, you can finish your basic, because remember you're saying this is the basic degree. It's basic degree. So after that, now you can change. After having your basic degree, now you can now move into other things, like I can do something that I could not have done if I didn't have the basic degree. And once that is done, then you are able to progress in that particular sector that you need to. But the most important thing that where we are focused now is, are you mentally sound? Because that is the most important thing. Are you mentally sound? So if you are mentally sound, then these other things now become easier for you. So I want to get something briefly so that you tell me where you are and where you'll be headed to, so that you are able to get exactly. I don't know whether you write them down, but I want, from the characteristics that I read, there are 4 of them. I have 4 different characteristics. You call it A, B, C, D. Call it A. The first one, call it A. In this case, somebody is outgoing. You are confident. You are assertive. You are outgoing. You are confident. You are assertive. You are self-motivated. You are ambitious in life. You build relationships very quickly. So you are outgoing, you are confident, you are assertive, you are self-motivated, and you are ambitious, and you build relationships very fast. That is A. B. You are withdrawn, you are serious, you are suspicious, and sometimes you are sad. So you are withdrawn, you are serious, suspicious, and sometimes you are sad. That is B. C. You have no sense of urgency. You have no sense of urgency. You are an introvert. You are calm, easygoing. You are patient, and you are agreeable. Introverted, you are an introvert. You are calm and emotional. You are easygoing. You are patient, and you are agreeable. C. You are outgoing and confident. You are self-motivated at the same time. You are quick-tempered, or you are irritable. You are goal-oriented. You are goal-oriented. Tumefika ngapi? 3 or 4? Tumefika 4. A, B, C, D. Tumefika A, B, C, D. Now look at those characteristics and tell me where you are. You might not fit 100% in any of them. You might not fit 100%, but there's somewhere at least uko na tatu. At least uko na tatu. Have you placed yourself somewhere?
Yes.
Thank you. So if you have placed yourself somewhere, so A is a personality type that we are calling the sanguine. Sanguine? Sanguine. S-A-N-G-U-I-N-E. Sanguine. So that's the sanguine. Now, if you go into a job and you are employed, what will you bring into this particular organization? Are you prone to stress? You are outgoing, that means that you are able to interact with people. That also, you are confident, you are assertive, you are self-motivated, and you are ambitious at the same time. You can build relationships. But the only weakness that you have, those ones who are in that particular category, you have a tendency to be emotionally extreme. There is a tendency that you tend towards emotionally extreme, which means that you can be angry, then you can be stressed, and you can go to even to depression. So if things become tough for you, for those ones who are here, which means that because anxiety will fall in, anger will fall in, and depression, if you don't take care, you will fall there. So will that help you to survive in an environment which is not conducive for you? Itakusaidia? What do you think will happen to this one if there's too much pressure on this particular individual? If there's too much pressure, especially when, remember this, they're outgoing and they're confident. But they get somebody who is like, because they're outgoing and they're open to and assertive in whatever they're doing, you find that at the end of it all, kuna mtu anamkanyagia hatakiwa kufanya, because remember of that independence, you want to do your things because you are self-motivated and you want to do them. And then you want like somebody saying that you must do this, don't do this. What will happen? Which means at the end of it all, you'll be anxious. When anxiety comes in, you'll be angered, and then you'll easily do what? Fall into trouble when it comes to depression. So in this case, we have to be able to manage yourself. For those ones who are at B, that's melancholic. Those ones who are withdrawn, serious and suspicious and sad. Withdrawn, which means that you are a man or a woman of your own. Hautaki kuassociate na watu wengine. Anything that people do, watu wakitembea hivi, ukiangalia nyuma, you know there is a tendency kukutana na mtu hivi, ukiangalia nyuma, kama walikuwa wawili, labda unaangalia na hao wamekuangalia, si ndio? So you are suspicious like wanaongea juu yako. Unaona? But it's normally it is that instinct that tells you that, hey, let me check, mtu anaweza toka nyuma, ama anaweza geuka anigonge. That is just natural. But to you, as much as it's natural for everybody, wewe unaona like mtu akigeuka, hey, mtu they are talking about me, mbona wananiangalia? Na mbona wewe unaangalia? Were you planning anything? So that's what we are looking at. And you're always serious, there's nothing, you don't make jokes, and then you are sad, sometimes you're sad. So in this case, again, your weakness will be, you are possessive, you are sensitive, and you are selfish. Those people, if you found yourself, will be jiweka hapa kwa B, which means that your weakness, you are normally possessive. Either kama ni kitu unataka kitu chako. Unaona, ushaikuwa sio vile hamna watoto. Unachukua mtoto kutembelea jirani anapata dori ya jirani anataka kwenda nayo. Anakatalia, analia kabisa. So you want to be possessive and you want to do all those things. In this case, therefore, you are so sensitive for no good reason. So if working in a company, then you will not be mentally sound, because anything that happens, ukiona watu wameketi pamoja, you always suspect that they are talking about you, or they want you to be sad, or there's something that they want to do which is wrong, which is normally not the case. Ula nijiweka C. Ni C ama ni D? C. Pragmatic. Pragmatic. These are people who are unemotionally attached. They are introverts. Introverts, they wanakaa kivyao. They are easygoing. They are patient. Hawana haraka. Everything they just accept. The only problem they have, I don't want to ask who are in that category. They are slow in thinking and they lack motivation. They are slow in thinking and they lack motivation. Yani, hana haraka. Ile mnasema upload ana load pole pole sana. Wengine umeenda, bado ana load. They are easy going. Hawana shida na mtu. So they are just there. So you can imagine if you are not self motivated. When the penye unafanya kazi, and then it's like you have deadlines, you have to do 1, 2, 3. Within this time you have to do 1, 2, 3. You'd be stressed because that is because you are easy going and there's nothing that you normally do. It's only that you just there because wewe utaki kitu kinakusumbua. Unataka tufanye hii, twende. Ukipigiwa simu ni aje, kuna form hapa, twende. Tupatie dakika 2. Yani hauna haraka zozote. Kitu kitendeka is like, why should I do it? Somebody when you want to do something, mtu anataka, can we try this tufanye some business? Mtu anakuambia business inatusaidia nini? Si wacha buda kutumia kidogo. Hautaki ku struggle, you are just there. The last person, choleric. Huyu, they normally don't open up and they don't fall in love easily. They don't open up and they don't fall in love easily. They don't open up. So they are charismatic, they are outgoing, they are confident, but they are quick-tempered, they are energetic, they are goal-oriented, they are self-motivated, but what they lack more normally, they don't open up and they don't fall in love easily. Lakini wakifall wanafall tena vibaya. They don't fall. Lakini wakikuangukia ama ukiangukiwa, then wanaanguka na miguu na kichwa. And those are the times like ukimkosea, you know there are some of you who will have their first boyfriends and girlfriends, and that is will be your first, you will be your wife and husband. Utakuwa huyo ndio wa kwanza as your boyfriend and your first boyfriend. Ukimwacha anaanza kufikiria na kuangalia nini aliona kwa ule. Alafu unaanza kukombea ni nini, like unaanza kukombea sura, unaanza kuangalia the body type, unaanza kuangalia the body size, unaanza everything that you are looking at. Ni nini aliona kwa hii ambayo sina. Lakini akipata msukuku kuliko utakubali, lakini hautakubali sishimo upande tena. Because that is why some ladies will tell your boyfriend, always tell your boyfriend, you have to pick another girlfriend apart from me. Then let her be better than me in everything. Let her be better in everything. If you choose to. Because one time I told somebody, I got somebody that we stayed together in the same compound. Alikuwa analeta mtu siku. One day, ule msukuku atakataa kutoka asubuhi. Alikataa kutoka asubuhi. But you know he has somebody else elsewhere. But huyo akakataa kutoka asubuhi. Nilikuwa nasikia tu siku gari inaenda. Asubuhi kitu 5 imekuja imeenda. I don't know what happened. You know this compound that you stay, you have a common washing place outside. So simetoka watu mnafua nguo Saturday hapo hivyo mko nje. Gari imekujia huyo mtu. I'm not against anybody because of your whatever. I don't know how you are created. But this person is a person with disability. The person who was being brought at night had a disability, and that is why alikuwa analetwa very late na anatoka very early in the morning. I have nothing wrong. I'm saying I have nothing wrong with somebody with a disability. But that is why alikuwa anamleta very very late and anamfukuza very early in the morning. So remember, this somebody atakuja gari simame hapo karibu na mlango, atoe crutches, umshike, umuinue, umweke kwa gari. Ubebe crutches zake umpatie aende. nikamuuliza, if you are the wife that you have does not stay here, akikuja ampate kwa nyumba, if it were you, utafanya nini? You don't even want to think about what will happen. Is that so? Yeah, because you are saying that ukichukua mtu, mchukue ambaye ako mzuri kuniliko in everything. So ukilinganisha yule mwingine, ujiangalie like wewe una kila kitu kile ambacho hana, and then unasema you want to tell me that she is better than me. You know you can commit suicide. You know you can commit suicide. And that's what I'm saying. It's have nothing to do with somebody with a disability, but now you are comparing yourself with another person. Sio pesa ako nazo, because ule mtu umeleta usiku, sio nini ako nacho. I don't know. I don't know what curiosity that drove this man or drive somebody to that particular point. But what I'm saying is that that can create instability, and your mental health will never recover as a lady. It will never recover. Utajichukia, and whatever will happen in life, it will be devastating. How many minutes have I done? 13. I'm left with 2. So that is why we are saying that in everything that you do, you must be mentally sound for you to make those sound judgments, to be able to concentrate in whatever that you are doing, for you to be able to do your job. Because remember, here there are 2 things that we are connecting. You are connecting your cognitive and your body. Because in career you want to do your career, you want to progress in your career. But at the same time, this career that you want to progress in is what that you want to go in. Finally, I'll wind up with my A. My A is the activating agent. What has already happened in your life? The A is the activating agent. A is the activating agent. That's what I want to wind up with. A is the activating agent. B is the belief that you have. C is the consequences. C are the consequences. So in this case, I don't know what leads to that. That's why I want you to guide me. You have the activating agent. What has already happened? I've told you that in anything that you do in life, you must get information from where? From the environment. Is that so? Once you get the information from the environment, then you have, as you internalize that particular information, is that you have to interpret it. Then is that what you believe about those particular issues that you already gotten into your system, cognitively. And then what will be the consequences of what has already happened? So the arrows is like so what will lead to the other? So tukianzia hapa juu, hii arrow tukisema ikitoka hapa itaenda wapi? Itaenda kwa B. Alafu itaenda kwa C. Alafu kutoka kwa C irudi back. So we are saying that whatever information that you receive from the environment will lead to the beliefs that you have, what you believe about that particular incident that has occurred. And that is what will lead to the consequences. That's let's be brief with this. We are saying that there's an activating agent. So whatever that you receive, it doesn't matter, because you and me will receive the information from the environment so long as you have your ears, you have your senses, because we receive information using our 5 senses. Then what beliefs do I have as pertains that particular activating agent that I've already had? What beliefs do I have about it? Then this particular, what the consequences will be what? The consequences will be not because of this, but the consequences will be because of the beliefs that you have. The consequences will not be because of the activating agent. No. The consequences will be because of the beliefs that you have. And that is why do many people commit suicide? We are saying that, okay, give me an activating agent, an example of anything. That can be in a stressful situation. Anything. Huh?